Imagine walking into your favorite pizza spot, smelling that glorious aroma, hearing the little bell ring as you push the door open, and confidently saying, "Yes, I'll take a large pepperoni with extra cheese. Make it crispy. And don't you dare skimp on the toppings." You don't beg the chef. You don't doubt whether the pizza will arrive. You don't wonder if you're worthy of receiving melted cheese and happiness. You place your order, you pay attention for your name to be called, and you walk out with your box like a champion. Now imagine if you treated money the same way. I know right now you're probably thinking, well, that would be nice, but my bank account is the one that smells burnt, not a pizza. And I get it. Because most people treat money like some mystical, moody creature that responds only to suffering and struggle. They treat cash like something they must chase, stress over, or constantly apologize to. They talk to money the way you talk to a landlord when the rent is late. But that's exactly the problem. And we're going to fix that today. Because the truth is, the universe responds to your tone. If you act like money is this impossible, unattainable, temperamental thing, you create more of that experience. But if you treat money like pizza, something you can order with clarity, confidence, and expectation, you shift everything. You stop begging, you stop worrying, you stop panicking, you start directing, you start deciding, you start commanding. Let's be real. Most people don't know how to receive. They know how to desire. They know how to complain. They know how to struggle. But receiving? That's the part that makes them freeze up. They'll say things like, "I want more money." But deep down they're thinking, "But what if I don't get it? What if it takes too long? What if I'm not good enough? What if the universe is currently on lunch break?" And this is where I tell you something you may not want to hear, but you need to hear. Your biggest issue is not the lack of money. It's the lack of clarity, confidence, and expectation when you ask for it. Think about the last time you said you wanted money. How did you ask? Be honest. Was it a confident declaration? Or did you sound like someone trying to get a free refill after the machine clearly says no refills? Most people ask like this. If it's possible, could I maybe have more money? If it's not too much trouble? I mean, if you can. If not, it's okay. I'll just go cry in the corner. You would never order pizza like that. The cashier would look at you like, "Sir, do you want the pizza or not?" And the universe looks at you the same way. Money flows where certainty lives. Money responds to clarity the same way a waiter responds to someone who knows exactly what they want. So when you approach the universe with wobbly energy, you get wobbly results. When you order with power, you get results with power. Now here's where we get practical. Let's break down exactly why people struggle with this. The root of the problem isn't laziness or lack of ambition. It's conditioning. You were probably taught that wanting money is greedy, that asking for abundance is selfish, or that life gets to decide what you receive, not you. So, you grew up thinking you had to hustle endlessly, stress daily, and only feel deserving once you had proven yourself through exhaustion. You learned that money must be earned through pain. So when someone tells you, "Just order it," your brain glitches like an old computer. That conditioning is a lie. A very persistent lie, but still a lie. The universe operates on a simple principle. Energy follows intention. Whatever you believe to be normal becomes normal. That's why someone who casually expects wealth seems to attract it effortlessly, while someone who constantly fears lack keeps producing it. It's like tuning a radio. If you want to hear jazz, you tune to the jazz station. You don't stand there begging the rock station to play jazz. But that's exactly how many treat money. They're broadcasting the frequency of fear, scarcity, and doubt, then wondering why abundance doesn't show up. Here's the good news. You can change your frequency on purpose. You can order money with the same clarity and confidence you use when ordering pizza. But to do that, you need a simple framework, a way to think about money that removes the stress, confusion, and fear. So here it is. Step 1. Decide what you want. Not vaguely. Not, "I want more money because if I give you $1, technically you have more money, and now you're mad at me." Be specific. Order the exact amount the way you'd order the exact toppings. Step 2. State it with confidence. When you place a pizza order, you don't whisper, you don't stutter, you don't apologize. You speak clearly. That clarity broadcasts a strong signal. I expect this. And the universe responds to expectation more than desire. Step 3. Make room for it. Imagine ordering pizza, but your table is still full of clutter, last week's plates, unopened mail, maybe even a plant that gave up on life. The delivery guy arrives and has nowhere to place your box. That's your life right now. You say you want more money, but your habits, beliefs, environment, or mindset are taking up all the space. Making room means eliminating thoughts that contradict what you want. Step 4. Act in alignment. If you order pizza, you don't leave the house for 3 hours and then get upset when you miss the delivery. In the same way, you can't order abundance but then live as if nothing is coming. Your actions must reflect your expectation. Step 5. Receive without guilt. This is the one almost everyone fails. They'll ask for abundance, but when it shows up, they feel unworthy. They shrink, they panic, they sabotage. Receiving is a skill. It's a mindset, and you deserve to master it. Now let's make this real. Because some people hear these things and think, great, but how does that actually help me today? So let's make it actionable. Let's create a little exercise you can do immediately. Imagine the universe is a cosmic pizza shop. It has unlimited ingredients, unlimited oven space, and unlimited delivery drivers. Your job isn't to figure out the recipe or cook the meal. Your job is to simply place the order. So what do you want? A new income stream? A better job? Extra money this month? A specific amount for a specific purpose? Say it. Order it. Speak it out loud if you can. The universe doesn't need you to beg. It just needs you to be clear. Now let's address something important. Your experience is valid. If you've struggled with money for years, if you've worked hard and still felt stuck, if you've prayed, hoped, hustled, and still felt like the universe misplaced your file, you're not crazy. You're not broken. You're not unlucky. You're simply operating from old programming. And today, we're rewriting that script. Think of it like updating an app. The old version of you kept crashing, kept buffering, kept freezing right when you needed it to perform. So now we're installing the new version, the one that orders confidently, receives easily, and aligns with abundance. But here's something funny. The moment people start ordering money with confidence, something strange happens. They panic. They think, what if I'm asking for too much? Do you ask yourself that when ordering pizza? Do you say, oh no, maybe I shouldn't get extra cheese because I might be asking the chef for too much melted dairy? No. You order what you want because you trust the system. The universe's supply is infinite. You cannot overwhelm it. You can't break it. You can't request too much. The only limits are the ones you impose on yourself. And the moment you release those limits, everything opens. So let's dig deeper into this idea of ordering money like pizza. When you want pizza, you choose the toppings, you choose the size, you choose the crust, you choose the timing. You don't leave the details to chance. You don't say, just give me whatever. If you think I deserve it, you choose. Choosing is the energy that creates. This is why vague desires don't manifest. They lack the blueprint. If you walked into a pizzeria and said, give me something, anything, whatever you think is best, you might end up with anchovies, regret, and a life full of confusion. And that's exactly what vague money desires create. Random, inconsistent results. You deserve precise results. So ask precisely. Now let's go even deeper. When you order pizza, you expect it to come in a specific way, inside a box, fresh, warm, and delivered to your door. You don't question the method. You don't worry about whether they'll choose the right street or the right elevator. That's not your job. Your job is simply to order and prepare to receive. But with money, people try to micromanage the entire process. They stress about where it will come from, how it will happen, whether it's logical, whether it's reasonable. They try to control the method instead of focusing on the outcome. But abundance doesn't need your micromanagement. It needs your certainty. When you interfere too much, you slow the process, you block the flow, you turn your order into a confused mess. And confused orders take longer to prepare. Clarity speeds everything up. Confidence speeds everything up. Receiving speeds everything up. Let me give you an example. Imagine two people place the same order for abundance. One says, "I want $5,000. I expect it. I'm ready for it." The other says, "I want $5,000, but I don't know if I'll get it, and I don't know how, and I'm really stressed out, and maybe the universe has other priorities." Now tell me, who gets their delivery first? The one who ordered like a boss. You must order like a boss, because you are not broken. You are not incapable. You are not unlucky. You're simply untrained in receiving. But that changes now. And before we pause here, I want you to try something simple today. One tiny step that signals to the universe that you're ready to receive. Pick one amount of money, any amount, and order it. Say it clearly. Expect it. Act as if your delivery is already in motion. Just one step. When you take that step, the universe responds. Think back to that moment when you place a pizza order and the cashier tells you, "All right, it'll be ready in 10 minutes. You don't stand there biting your nails, pacing in circles, or dramatically questioning your entire existence. You don't whisper, "What if? What if they forget me? What if they run out of pizza? What if the universe collapses before my order is ready?" No. You chill. You sit. You scroll. You trust. Because you know the process is already happening behind the scenes. But when it comes to money, people turn into detectives, stalkers, and philosophers all at once. They ask, "Is it coming? When is it coming? How exactly will it come? Are the angels processing my request? Do they have a customer service line I can call?" That frantic energy, let's be brutally honest, is horrible for manifestation. It's like calling the pizza place every 30 seconds asking, "Are you making it? Did you put it in the oven? Is the cheese melting? Did you sneeze while making it? Is it almost done?" Eventually the chef would block your number. The universe doesn't block you, but frantic energy does scramble the order. It creates what I call energetic static. That static delays your delivery, not because the universe is punishing you, but because your own doubt keeps pressing the pause button. This is why your mindset matters. Not because you need to be a perfect saint of positivity, but because your expectation has power. When you know your pizza is coming, you relax. When you know your money is coming, you live differently. You breathe differently. You walk differently. And that shift creates opportunities, clarity, creativity, and coincidences that open pathways for abundance to flow. Receiving begins with being ready. But here's the real kicker. Most people are not ready. They say they want abundance, but their habits scream they're preparing for lack. Their mindset is tuned to scarcity. Their actions reflect fear. They are mentally sitting in the parking lot of the pizza place, convinced the delivery driver will never find them. You can't receive what you're not aligned with. And alignment isn't complicated. It's not some mystical ritual that requires special candles and moonlight. Alignment simply means your internal world matches the thing you are asking for. If you're ordering abundance, you can't live with a mindset of panic. If you're ordering opportunities, you can't keep disqualifying yourself. If you're ordering financial ease, you can't keep treating money like a villain you're afraid to confront. So let's talk about preparing to receive. This is where people mess up the most. They can say the affirmation, they can place the order, but deep down, they're scared of the delivery. They're worried it's too good to be true. They're worried they won't know what to do when it arrives. They're worried something will go wrong. And the universe hears those fears as part of the order. What you fear, you feed. What you expect, you attract. What you decide, you create. So let's shift the whole dynamic. Let's step fully into the energy of someone who expects their abundance, like they expect their pizza, calmly, confidently, and without drama. Start with this. Your desires are not random. They are instructions from the universe about what's already available for you. When you desire more money, that's not greed. That is guidance. That's the universe saying, hey, here's what matches the next season of your life. Place your order so I can deliver it. But you must normalize the idea of receiving. Normalize wealth. Normalize opportunities. Normalize unexpected blessings. Normalize being the person who money loves to flow toward. When receiving becomes normal, it stops feeling magical and starts feeling natural. And this is where the humor of life hits. So many people think abundance requires struggle. They think receiving requires pain. They think success requires suffering. But that's old world thinking. And old world thinking cannot create a new world life. You deserve ease. You deserve flow. You deserve joy. You don't earn those things through exhaustion. You earn them through alignment. So here's a simple daily practice. Think of it like you're ordering money routine. Just like you have a morning routine, have a money order routine, a way to center yourself and direct your energy before the day begins. Start with clarity. What do you want today? A small blessing? A specific amount? A breakthrough? Pick something. Claim it. Speak it. Then set the tone. I expect abundance today. I expect solutions today. I expect ease today. This is the equivalent of saying, I placed my order and I'm waiting with confidence. Then align your actions. Move like someone who is supported by the universe, not abandoned by it. Scarcity makes you shrink. Expectation makes you bold. Let me tell you something people rarely say out loud. Abundance doesn't come to the person who works the hardest. It comes to the person who is clearest, calmest, and most aligned. Hard work has its place, but alignment multiplies results far beyond effort alone. You can grind for years with the wrong mindset and go nowhere, but a single moment of clarity can shift your entire trajectory. So let's talk about the steps you can take right now, the practical, grounded ones. Because I'm not here to give you fluffy ideas. I'm here to give you tools you can actually use. First, speak your order clearly. Out loud if possible. Whisper it if you must. Think it consciously if you can't speak it yet. But be intentional. Saying I want money is too vague. Saying I receive unexpected money this week is clear. Saying I call in $1,000 for my goals is direct. Second, remove contradictions. Don't order abundance while rehearsing scarcity. Don't call in money while saying things like, everything is so expensive, or nothing ever works out for me. That's like ordering a pizza and then canceling it behind the cashier's back. Third, act in small ways that reflect expectation. Clean your space. Organize your wallet. Review your finances with confidence instead of dread. Take one step, any small step that signals readiness. Fourth, celebrate even the tiniest evidence. When you get a discount, when someone sends you money, when an opportunity pops up, acknowledge it. This amplifies the frequency. Gratitude multiplies the delivery speed. Fifth, stop asking desperate questions like, where is it? When will it come? Instead ask, what is the next aligned step? Who do I need to become to receive what I ordered? What belief no longer serves me? Questions shift your vibration. Now here's the part people don't expect. Receiving money is not just about the money. It's about stepping into your identity as a creator, someone who commands, someone who decides, someone who leads their reality, not someone who reacts to it. You are not here to chase money. You are here to command it. Money is energy. Energy responds to direction. If you treat it like a chaotic monster, it becomes one. If you treat it like something that obeys your consciousness, it obeys your consciousness. This is why your words matter so much. You speak creation into motion. When you say, I am receiving money easily, you give the universe instructions. When you say, nothing ever works out, you give it different instructions. The pizza shop can't prepare 2 orders at once. Choose one. Now let's talk about something deeper. Your identity, your sense of self. Because if you order abundance with your mouth but identify as someone who never has enough, the universe receives mixed signals. Identity overrides intentions. So start shifting your identity gently. Not with pressure, not with perfectionism, but with repetition. Say things like, I am someone who receives blessings. I am someone who money flows to. I am someone who orders and receives with ease. Identity creates consistency. Consistency creates momentum. Momentum creates results. You don't need to overhaul your whole life today. You just need to place the order and keep aligning with it. Let me tell you one more thing. The universe is not testing you. It's training you. When things take longer than expected, it's not punishment, it's preparation. It's strengthening your expectation. It's deepening your clarity. It's helping you become the version of yourself who can handle the thing you're asking for. Because here's a secret. You don't want what you're asking for, you want who you become when you receive it. Money doesn't change you. It reveals you. And when you align your identity with abundance, what you receive multiplies naturally. Now, before we wrap up, I want to give you a small challenge, something you can do today, something simple but powerful. Pick one amount of money, any amount, and speak it as if it's already processed. Not as a question, not as a wish, but as an order. Then for the next 24 hours, act as if the universe is preparing your delivery, and watch what shifts. If you do this with intention, you'll feel something inside you unlock. You'll feel more grounded, more in control, more aligned, and that energy is the magnet that draws the abundance in. The universe moves when you move. And now, I want you to take that momentum and do something for yourself and for this channel. If this message stirred something in you, if it gave you clarity, if it made you laugh, if it made you think, then don't keep that energy to yourself. Engage with it, comment, share what you're ordering, declare it publicly. There's power in speaking it. There's power in community. And yes, there's power in supporting the spaces that support your growth. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. This is your space. This is your reminder. This is your spiritual pizza shop of abundance and alignment. And every time you show up here, you strengthen the frequency of what you're calling in. Your next chapter starts when you decide it starts. Your next blessing begins when you order it. Order your abundance with confidence. Receive it with certainty. And walk into your new reality like someone who knows the delivery is already on the way.